Hey everyone, welcome back to Santosh Screen Reviews. Today we're venturing into Middle-earth to talk about one of the most epic film trilogies ever made, The Lord of the Rings. We'll be breaking down what makes this movie such an unforgettable cinematic experience and why it still stands as one of the greatest fantasy films of all time. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, directed by Peter Jackson, is based on J.R.R. Tolkien's classic novel series. The first film, The Fellowship of the Ring, was released in 2001, followed by The Two Towers in 2002 and The Return of the King in 2003. Together, these films form a monumental journey that spans continents, battles, and the hearts of its characters. They not only brought Tolkien's intricate world to life, but also set a new standard for epic fantasy in film. Now, at its core, The Lord of the Rings is a story about the battle between good and evil. But it's so much more than that. It's about friendship, courage, sacrifice, and the struggle to hold on to hope in the darkest of times. The central plot revolves around the One Ring, a powerful artifact created by the Dark Lord Sauron. Whoever possesses the ring holds immense power, but it comes at a terrible price. The ring corrupts, consumes, and ultimately destroys its bearer. Our unlikely hero is Frodo Baggins, played by Elijah Wood, a simple hobbit from the Shire who is entrusted with the enormous task of destroying the ring by casting it into the fires of Mount Doom. Along with Frodo, we meet an incredible cast of characters who form the Fellowship of the Ring, each bringing their own strengths, flaws, and personal struggles to the journey. Let's talk about the characters. First, we have Aragorn, played by Viggo Mortensen, the reluctant king with a noble heart, whose internal battle with his destiny adds a lot of depth to his character. Then there's Legolas, the elf played by Orlando Bloom, who brings elegance and lethal precision to every action scene. Gimli, the dwarf warrior, adds humor and toughness, and together, Legolas and Gimli have some of the most entertaining interactions in the trilogy. Of course, we can't forget about Samwise Gamgee, portrayed by Sean Astin, Frodo's loyal and steadfast friend. Sam's loyalty, bravery, and heart make him one of the most beloved characters in the series. The antagonist of the story, Sauron, is a looming presence throughout the trilogy, though we never see him in physical form. His influence, however, is felt in every corner of Middle-earth, as his dark armies, led by terrifying creatures like the Nazgul and Saruman's Uruk-hai, pose a constant threat to the Fellowship and all free peoples. Now let's dive into the visuals. The Lord of the Rings is nothing short of a visual masterpiece. From the sprawling landscapes of New Zealand, which served as the backdrop for Middle-earth, to the intricate set designs of places like Rivendell, Isengard, and Helm's Deep, every frame of this film is breathtaking. The battle sequences, especially in The Two Towers and The Return of the King, are some of the best ever filmed. The Battle of Helm's Deep is a standout, with its tension, choreography, and sheer scale. What really makes this trilogy shine is how Peter Jackson used practical effects combined with groundbreaking CGI. Take Gollum, for example. Andy Serkis's motion capture performance as Gollum is one of the most iconic and revolutionary uses of CGI character work in film history. Gollum's internal struggle between his good side, Smeagol, and his darker, corrupted self is masterfully portrayed, adding another layer of complexity to the story. One of the trilogy's strongest points is its ability to balance these massive, epic battles with intimate, personal moments. The quieter scenes, like Frodo and Sam's conversations as they journey toward Mordor, or Gandalf's wisdom-filled monologues, resonate deeply with the audience. These moments remind us that this is a story not just about grand world-changing events, but also about the individuals caught in the storm. Speaking of Gandalf, Sir Ian McKellen's portrayal of the wise wizard is nothing short of brilliant. Gandalf's wisdom, strength, and compassion guide the Fellowship through some of their darkest moments. He's a character who brings hope and light to the story, even when the odds seem overwhelmingly bleak. And we can't forget about the music. Howard Shore's score for The Lord of the Rings is simply legendary. The music perfectly captures the mood of each scene, from the peaceful tranquility of the Shire to the soaring heroism of battle and the chilling tension of the ring's temptation. The score itself has become iconic, and it's hard to imagine these films without it. Let's talk about the themes. At its heart, The Lord of the Rings is about the power of hope and resilience. The journey to destroy the ring is filled with moments of despair, temptation, and loss. Yet time,